Pro Bs once again. Hit that subscribe button. And I'm delighted to be joined by the knowledge, Spencer. Fearon, how you doing, bro?
I'm here, man. I'm doing my thing, man. It's all good.
Yeah, you know what? It's kind of ironic that we're doing this on March 9th. You remember the famous lyrics from Cannabis? The greatest rapper of all time died on March 9th.
Yeah, and the day and March 8th was Ali Frazier first fight, Madison Square Gardens, 1971. Yeah, but March 9th, man. But no one ain't dying at it. We're living at it. You know, the weirdest thing is this: is like I was introduced to Faith Evans the other day.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, we had really good conversation. So we're most probably gonna get on the fighters, right? So props to my sister Alvina Johnson, who you know what I mean, she works with loads of different fighters. So yeah, so she hooked it up, and me and Faith had really good conversation, really good dialogue. Lovely person. And yeah, and Tundi loves her, so it's all good.
All right, man. R.I.P. the notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, man.
Was you
picture on the B.I.G. on Netflix? There's a new documentary on him.
Yeah, I saw that. I just need to
really
check
good.
It out. I haven't
really
watched
good.
it yet. I'm gonna check it out.
Bro, you watch that, man. It's very good. Very good documentary.
Any better than the film that came out many years ago, Notorious?
Yeah, it's better than the film.
Okay.
It's weird, you know. I didn't really rate that film.
Okay.
I didn't. You know what I mean? We watched it because it was on B.I.G., but I didn't really rate that film, to tell you the honest truth. You know what I mean? It's a bit cliche. It could have been one of them films that just went straight to air on TV. But the documentary, I really did rate it because it broke down his Jamaican roots. It broke down like how you go to Jamaica and learn the DJ style, and you know, it was really good. Really good documentary. A must watch.
Right, we're definitely gonna check that out, man. we got to talk boxing, and today we'll talk football. All right. Okay. We spoke about this a little while back. It's confirmed Joshua Buatsi has a new trainer, Virgil Hunter. Your reaction?
Man. Yeah, and you know what? It's excellent that link has happened. And I think Joshua Buatsi he'll grow off the back of that. It's kind of weird. It was like, was it a few months back now? I was on the phone talking to Virgil Hunter. We was talking about fighting, which we do. We speak a lot about fighting, me and Virg. And I was saying, you know what, Virg? He was there saying like, because Joshua Buatsi was saying my dream to train with him. He said, I met Virgil and I said, yeah, one day I'm going to be working with you. So I was talking to Virgil, we were talking about talents and all the rest of it. And I was saying, like, technically, the kid that really reminds me of Evander Holyfield is actually Joshua Buatsi. He really does remind me of him. On certain how he throws his shots, how he's got that little bounce. You know what I mean? He also fights in threes and fours. He doesn't try and hit you with a jab, wait for an opening hit. No, he fights in threes and fours. So he fights very off tempo with a tempo. You know what I mean? So he fights, his shots come out like bah, 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 bah. That's how he throws his shots. Sometimes he would load up a little bit. So he does. He reminds me of Evander Holyfield. But with Evander Holyfield, his offense was his defense. If you can learn defense and learn the cuteness, because there's times where Joshua Buatsi can be cute, which sometimes he's reminiscent of Andre Wood. And so I speak to Joshua quite regular. And I said, like, you watch Andre Wood a lot? You love Andre Wood. What do you think of Virgil Hunter? I met Virgil Hunter in America for Josh's build-up for the Ruiz fight, and we spoke, and I told Virgil that I'm going to be working with you one day. I said, okay, cool. So I'm on the phone talking to Virgil, and I'm a hard person to please. And where's Joshua Buatsi? I've known Joshua since he's been an amateur. So Josh is down the road from me, lives literally down the road from me. So I'm saying to him, like, bruv, every time I see him fight, I'm saying, bruv, you ain't gonna learn that with these fish and chip trainers, bro. And I'm not knocking, I'm just being 100. I'm telling you now. You know what I mean? Where you wanna go, you got one career. And I ain't trying to take food out of no one's mouth because you train a Mark, good guy, really good guy. I've known him for years, right? But I'm saying when you're going to be competing at those levels, you need teachers. You want a trainer, go fitness first. And I'm being 100. I rate Virgil. I rate him a lot. So I'm on the phone to Virgil. I said, hold up on a second. We're talking about boxing. I said, like, which guys do you rate? And he was telling me how highly you rate Joshua Buatsi. I said, for real? I said, 1 second. Boom. Just phone Joshua. Josh, you know who's on the phone? He said, who? I said, Virgil Hunter. Boom. Talk. You got his number now. Sort out what you have to sort out. Done. And he spoke to his management company, which is run by, what was it? 258?
Yeah, AJ's, yeah.
And they said, yeah, go do it. They got a fighter working with him as well. And I woke up and it's happened. And fair play to Virgil, because as soon as it did happen, and Virgil says to Josh, have you phoned Spencer to tell him? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna phone him. Boom. And he phoned me, he said, I'm working with Virgil now, you know. I said, you're late, man. I knew that 2 days ago. But yeah, it's all good. I just like to see people get success. I like to see people get success. And I think Joshua Buatsi is a very, very talented individual. And there is the biggest room for improvement. And I think he's going to be with somebody that's going to improve him. And it will help him. Andre Wall comes in the gym certain times, shows him stuff as well. It's mad. So yeah, he can grow.
100. Did you, okay, so his last fight against Khalid, many saw Joshua Buatsi go into deep waters for the first time in his career. Do you think that was the point where he said, look, you know, I need to step up the levels, you know, in terms of my defense?
You know what it
is?
Joshua came around by me. We watched loads of fights. It's about like, dude, loads of fighters, I ain't calling their names, but they come around me. We watch fights together. And I know what he did wrong in that fight, but what I'm trying to say is, like, he did get hurt in the fight. But what I do like is, like, he figured out puzzles and realized what he had to go and do to secure victory at the end. And that's what real fighters do. Real fighters find ways to win. And the great fighters definitely find ways to win. And he got thumbed in the eye, and he was disoriented from that when that happened. But he found a way to win. So we can't take nothing away from him. He found a way to win. But I think even more so, he's thinking, boy, I'm looking at the camp, I'm looking at what's going on. I got to think, like, I've got to make adjustments. And I've only got one career. You know what I mean? So it's no good. I remember Richard Williams, the former Commonwealth and IBO, like, middleweight champion, said, if a fighter wants to change trainer, you have one career. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Simple as that. And yeah.
I mean, look, the change comes ahead of some real potential tough fights ahead of him. I mean, if he wants to be a world champion, Joshua Buatsi, I mean, there's some real strong fighters at the top of the tree. So some might say, look, you know, it was a very intelligent move, you know, to try and, you know, make sure that he's fully prepared for, you know, your Callum Johnsons, Bateviyevs, Bivols, Joe Smith Jr.'s. What a division, fully stacked.
It is fully stacked. It's fully stacked when we're talking at world level. And yeah, and we'll, you know what I mean, we will see where I like to see his first fight in, but fighters really, when they change trainer, 4 fights in, 5 fights in, when you properly get relaxed with them. So we shall see. But you know what I like doing? Because I like talking about the noble art as what it is. The art is actually noble. It's noble. And it's a beautiful, it's artistry. It's beautiful. And I like when fighters get excited because they're learning things. And I just saw the little clip on Raps on TV.
Big up Kojo. Yeah, yeah.
So big up our guy Kojo. And just to see how enthralled and how hyped he is because he's learning things makes me, like I said, the noble art. Bernard Hopkins was saying there's too many trainers and not enough teachers. And it's so true. Because when Joshua was saying to me, "Oh, who do you think I should go to as a trainer?" and that, I think Nazir Richardson would have been very good for him as well. The brother passed away last year, and it's kind of weird. At the time of him passing away, I was linking Nazir Richardson with Dylan White. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, the brother passed away. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have mercy on his soul. And yeah, so it is what it is, man. You know, I've got an extensive network. I've got a mad black book. So yeah, if I can help someone get success, their success automatically becomes my own. And when you do that, then yours is only around the corner.
Do you think before, you know, that bridge to the very top, he needs to step in with a Callum Johnson, who just signed to Frank Warren? That was a fight that was ordered, but didn't take place. I think, is that a wise next move for him if Eddie Hearn can make that happen?
I don't think that fight will happen because they're two separate promoters, different networks. I can't see that fight happening. And that's the truth. What I can see Callum Johnson in with Annie Yard or Callum Johnson in with Lyndon Arthur. But I can't see Callum Johnson fighting. I can't see Callum Johnson getting in with Joshua Buatsi.
Wow. All right. Speaking of change of trainers, we also had just the other day as well, Joseph Parker changing his trainer, Kevin Barry. Your reaction to that?
You know what? After his last performance, I can understand why he's changed. And he's meant to be going with Andy Lee.
Yeah.
Now, I'm telling you now, Andy Lee knows boxing. Talk to Andy from way back in the day. Andy and his dad. I mean, Andy Lee knows boxing, man. Seriously knows boxing. And he lived with Emmanuel Stewart. So you know certain things must have rubbed off. He lived with the man. Okay? Things must have rubbed off on him. So we shall see what happens.
Obviously, look, there's been a lot of talk about in May, Parker fighting Derek Chisora.
May 1st is the date, isn't it? May
1st. I mean, look, the first time that it was announced to happen, it was, well, I was quite excited about that fight. Obviously, it didn't take place. But
I'm excited about that fight. Great fight. Great fight. I think Joseph Parker was very fortunate to get the decision the other day against Farr. I thought he was very unfortunate. But it doesn't mean that Joseph Parker's not a good fighter. He's a very good fighter. I mean, he's a full world champion. He's only got 2 losses on his career. And yeah, so I'll be intrigued to see that fight happen, to tell you the truth. Because whereas Joseph Parker can hit, he's not a concussive one-punch, knock you out kind of guy. And with Derek Chisora is heavy-handed. So that'll be a great fight.
We're seeing a lot of fighters now, you know, they're analyzing their performances. You know, they're going into fights and maybe they're not fighting, you know, performing as good as they know they can. And they're looking at things and they say, hold on, you know, I need to make some adjustments here. We're seeing it more and more and more, you know, to, you know, achieve the highest, you know, at world level.
Yeah, because it's very important. It's very important. But I think the study is the key. Not just to watch fights, but to know the reason why the fighters are doing things when they're doing it. You know what I mean? Like I said, I love watching Bernard Hopkins. I think the guy's a genius. You know what I mean? I love watching Floyd Mayweather. Very clever guy. But if you really want to watch cleverness, go watch Wilfred Benitez Sugar in 1979 November. Go watch that fight. And that fight, you're going to leave watching that fight like, wow, I've just watched something special here. Because that's where 2 guys were just on top. No one went running. They were on top of each other, and they did it with skill. So when you watch things like that, then you think, yeah. You know what I mean? I always can tell someone's personality of their mindset of boxing. Like I said, what your favorite fight? If someone turns to me and said, yeah, Getty Ward's my favorite fight. I know you don't love the purity of boxing. You don't really understand boxing. You can understand that because there was not a lot of technicality in that fight. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So I can understand these people who would get excited by that. You know what I mean? But if someone turned around, it's like yesterday was the 50th anniversary of Ali Frazier, the first fight, right? And if you watch, even though Ali lost that fight, but watching spurts, the things that Ali did, you just know that guy was incredible. How he popped out his jab, I ain't seen no one pop a jab like that. Ever. So I watch for the technicalities. Certain people ain't watching for the technicalities, but think they know boxing. They don't know boxing. Especially if you could appreciate, you just appreciate thuggishness. I appreciate technicalities and skill. Hence why I love great men like Gene Tunney. Go watch, young kids, go watch Gene Tunney. The guy was superb. Absolutely superb. Maestro of movement, creating distance, popping at a jab, right? Just fantastic fighter. Former heavyweight champ. I love watching guys like Ezra Charles, my fighter. Archie Moore, my fighter. Nino Benvenuti, former middleweight champion. Oh, my fighter. Carlos Monzon, who beat him for the undisputed title. Just fantastic fighters. These men are fantastic fighters, but they were boxers. They weren't running around pretty boy. Well, they were just boxers, right? Those are the men that I look at and I say, yeah. When I see thuggishness, I can appreciate to an extent, but I don't appreciate it because I appreciate the skill where I say, well, you've taken a while to perfect that. You perfected a while to play chess with somebody and not checkers. There's a difference. There is a difference. And that's why it's called the pugilistic arts for a reason. And if you're not demonstrating artistry, even Mike Tyson, how Mike Tyson would fight. But you know, there was genius behind it. He was setting you up for certain things. He was looking for openings. He would create openings. But when people are like smash, bang, wallop foolishness, spare me from that, man. Every now and then I can watch it. I can take that in. But I'm not really interested in watching that. You know what I mean? Because that's not learned. I'm just being raw. It's not.
Hey, we're a little bit late, but we've got to salute Carissa Shields, undisputed in 2 weight classes. I mean, we're a little later for International Women's Day, but hey, we've got to give props, big props.
Well, I know one day for me to celebrate the women. You know what I mean? The mothers of the universe. There's not one. They don't need to say, this is going to be International Women's Day. That's foolishness. Every day is International Women's Day. You see a woman as she gets up and looks after the children, how she has to go graft, how she takes care of the house, how she does all these kind of things. And that's not sexist, right? I'm just being real. Men can't do it like women. Women have that motherly instinct, especially when a woman's giving birth to a child. You can love your kids all you want. Let me tell you this, if anything go wrong, the kids are going to mommy first. I'll let you know that now. You know you're a father. This is how it goes. They go to mommy first. You can't, you know what I mean? Or certain people have been estranged from their missus. You can't even stand your missus. But I guarantee you that no matter what, kids know when they're looking at mommy, they're looking at God because they came out of that womb of darkness. So International Women's Day is every day to me. That's how it goes. Every day, I celebrate women every single day. You know what I mean? God has blessed me. My mom's 87 years young. You know what I mean? And she's still here. You know what I mean? And I count my blessings for that because she's a blessing, because I look on my mother and as I look on her, that's God that I'm looking at right there. So International Women's Day is every single day because the woman is the womb of man, meaning that she's the womb of civilization. And you know what they say? That the hand that rocks a cradle rules the world. So you can't just be looking at a woman just for her beauty, but for her intellect, in character, and her piety. So you find a woman if you can find a woman, she's pious, that's the one that you want to get married to. You know what I mean? You find a woman who's got certain concepts of spirituality and knows that she gives homage to the creator, not the universe. I heard Gex the other day bust one of my lines. I just try to use it on one of your videos. Everyone's saying like the universe is the universe. Well, who created the universe? I mean, don't try about the universe. Oh, I'll just put it out to the universe. Yeah, put it out to the universe. I put my things out to God. And what I realize is that my God's instantaneous. I don't have to wait for nothing. Anything I ask God for, I get it instantaneous. If I don't get it, because God said this ain't for you. But anything that's of benefit for myself, I ask the Most High for it, and I get it straight away. That's my God. My God's serious, bro.
All right. So, okay. So Clarissa Shields, I mean, we got to, talk about her. I mean, outstanding achievement. Outstanding.
Incredible, outstanding achievement in the division on the time of where we got 4 titles. She's the first ever male or female to do so. It's never been done before. You know what I mean? You got to give her all the props in the world. You know what I mean? The only other person to do that when it was 3 titles in a weight was Evander Holyfield. Right? I think Evander Holyfield's achievements stack up a little bit higher than Clarissa Shields at this present moment. Right? Because you're undisputed cruiserweight champion. We're wiped out. We cleaned out that division. Cleaned it out. Dwight Muhammad Quarry. What was it? Who was it? Who did he beat? Yeah, he beat Dwight Muhammad Quarry. He beat a guy called Ricky Parker or Ricky Parkey for the IBF title after becoming WBA champion. And then Evander Holyfield beats Carlos de Leon for the WBC title, right, to become undisputed champion. Then he moves up and he viciously knocks out, oh my goodness, James Buster Douglas, after James Buster Douglas had an incredible win in February of 1990 over Mike Tyson. So yeah, Evander Holyfield was the man. But what Clarissa Shields has done, we have to props her and give her all the credit in the world, because she is a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. That's ridiculous. And a 3-weight world champion, and being undisputed champion in 2 of the 3 weights where she's become world champion. That is Lomachenko ain't done that. Lomachenko ain't done that. And everyone was gassing over Lomachenko till he get beat the other day. So we got props there, man. We got props there. I like to judge people after they're retired, but I can understand and I can't argue with her turning around and saying that she's the greatest of all time.
She obviously, she's got some unfinished business with Savannah Marshall. She called her out after saying, look, if Eddie Hearn gives the right offer, she's willing to avenge that defeat that she suffered to Savannah Marshall in the amateurs.
That was the only defeat as an amateur pro. That was the only defeat. Savannah Marshall ain't no joke, Tall, gangly, good boxer, stiff jab. Creates distance with her long arms, then comes over the top of her power shots. Savannah Marshall ain't no joke. And Savannah Marshall actually reminds me a lot of Carlos Monzon, how she boxes. So that ain't no joke. That ain't no easy fight for her. But it'd be interesting to see what happened in that fight.
Lastly, she talked about if the check is correct, if the check is right, she'll meet Katie Taylor at 47. She'll come down to 47. Katie Taylor can go up, meet her at 47.
Never a great fight, man. Never a great fight. But hopefully they could make that. They could put the checks right for them to go and fight. That'd be a wicked fight, man.
In some ways, again, we saw Katie Taylor when she fought Bassoon the couple of times. Tough fight for her. Obviously, Bassoon being the bigger girl, a lot stronger. Some say with Lomachenko as well. When he moved up in weight to 35, that it's not really his true weight class. You know what I mean by that? Some might say it's a bridge too far. Would that be the case also for Katie Taylor if she moved up to 47 to fight Clarissa Shields?
I think Clarissa should be too big for her. I do. But you know what? You never know. Katie Taylor's mad talented as well. Right? So I'd enjoy watching that fight. But I just think Clarissa may be a bit too big for her. But Clarissa saying that she'll get down to 147. I don't know how she'd handle the weight, because Clarissa ain't no little girl. She's thick set. So, you know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see. She's doing things right now during the middle, smashing it. So we'll see.
All right, man. We've got to thank the man himself once more, Mr. Spencer Fearon, the knowledge.
Yeah, man. Blessings and big up yourself, man. I like crazy, man. How many years is it since Biggie Smalls has died now?
I think 24 years.
Mad. Mad. It's crazy, isn't it? Or it was just like
years. Everyone remembers like, Juicy.
Yeah, no, not even that. It was like just the other day buying Ready to Die on CD and just constantly playing it. Constantly playing it. You know what I mean? Me and my bitch, that was a wicked tune, you know. Just constantly playing.
I tell you, my favorite was with Method Man, The What?
Yeah.
I was a big Method Man fan. Big Method Man fan. When they came to Brixton, I went to go and see them.
Well, you couldn't come to our area still. I know you was praying to come in Brixton. Bye, don't worry. Nick, don't worry. You know me, you're cool, man. Don't worry about it. I'll give you a call.
All right, man. All right, Spencer, man. Thanks for your time, man. Once more, man.
Man,
Spencer Fearon, Pep Talk. Thank you. Subscribe.